a little bit about sipping on some carbohydrates before workout, but it's not like a major thing. The most important thing is that you're going into the session with as much fuel as possible, and that is partly due to the post-workout nutrition and also the food that you're consuming in and around your training. Intra-workout, for most cases, there's not going to be a need to fuel excessively intra-workout just because.
Endurance, I think. This is dextrose. This isn't fructose.
So you guys are 1 week out of deload week. Is it starting to get to you? Feeling down?
No, I don't think so, because previously we have, in previous, or how do we say, when we started working with Philip last year, it was quite late on in the season, so the phases were a little bit rushed.
Yeah.
Whereas this season, because we've started right from the beginning, we've had like a proper period of time off completely, and then we've had a very slow reintroduction back to training.
Right.
Been able to be a lot gentler, so the increases from week to week have been a lot more subtle and a lot more gradual. There hasn't really ever been at any point been like a shock to the system.
Okay.
And so the fatigue that's been building up has also been then very gradual, which means that it hasn't really been a time where we've felt like, Jesus Christ, like this is way too much volume or too much intensity, or we're feeling really broken down. You can feel the fatigue mounting a bit week to week, but we've been able to keep it in a very manageable range.
So what's happening today?
Today we're starting off with some session 1 is, you could call it weightlifting and strength.
Yep.
We're starting off with some plyometrics. Jump based plyometrics, as opposed to later on in the week we do some more sprint based plyometrics.
Right.
So we do those first, then we've got some snatching, which is mostly some technical snatching, because we're going heavier later on in the week.
Right.
Then we've got some easier lower body strength work, because again the intensity is focused on this afternoon session.
Yeah.
Then we're having a break between sessions. And then session 2 is going to start with some gymnastics work with gymnastics coach, and then we have some VO2 max intervals, so some AMRAPs, CrossFit based.
No, I give you money if you pay the whole session in that.
How much money?
How do you like this facility?
Oh, now you want to talk?
Yeah.
So count my reps at the same time. It's nice to have access to good quality equipment, and most importantly, warm, which as people who live here in Sweden know, it is not outside during the winter months.
Ah, of course.
And
so you're using the whole hall, like not just this lifting area, like you're using the indoor hall as well.
Yeah, so we'll go do the plyometrics down the other end. We do our sprinting drills and accelerations on the indoor straight over there. Use all the machines, so yeah, it's very fortunate that we can use this place, and also, as you saw from the walk, like it's about a 3-minute walk from the house, from the apartment, so that's another added bonus.
I mean, it occurred to me that you live in basically the perfect place.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. That's by many years of struggle and inconvenience, and paying our dues to eventually know where to move, and also to have the means to move there.
Yeah. videos about people training, following them during a training day and so on, you mostly get comments and questions like, what are they eating? Or, you know, when, what, how much? It's like, what does that matter to you? You're not this person, you're a different person. I want to eat like Emma Tal because she made it to the games, you know. Where are we heading now?
For more food.
Have you guys talked about starting your own gym?
It would be nice because we've got a fair amount of experience like operating in CrossFit boxes, so it would be nice to use that experience and do things how we feel like is properly. So we have the opportunity to use past experience of competing over years to make the next year of competition better. I feel like we have quite a bit of experience in different roles working in a box, all the way from like being there, the first person that opens up in the morning and takes classes at 5 a.m. to the person overseeing like the management of the box and the cleaning and maintenance schedules and protocols, the managing staff and time schedules, building out the box, improving it, like we've had so much experience in different roles. It would be nice to use that experience as well. Yeah.
If it's done right, you can live a decent life.
You could,
You won't be a millionaire running a CrossFit box, that's for sure. But
no,
you could,
I mean, you won't be a millionaire if you're doing CrossFit anything, really.
No, you have to own it. That's basically it.
But it would be fun to. It would also be fun to have our own place to train. It's like hours.
Yeah, but I heard this, and you probably heard as well. When you get the box, you might get it so you have your own place to train. But if you own a CrossFit box, you never have time to train. So
yeah. And also, I think it's also people's, maybe you don't want to fall into that trap of a lot of people open a CrossFit box because they enjoy CrossFit and they want to have a place to train. And they want to have, like perhaps even build like a CrossFit community. But their passion doesn't lie within business management or leadership, which are two like essential things for open a CrossFit box, and therein like starts all the issues that you get with. Also, from my experience, working with your hobby means that you're eventually gonna have to get a new hobby, because working with your hobby might very well kill the passion. Yeah, absolutely. And then you're all of a sudden like, oh, I'm into like wildlife. Yeah. You know, whatever. Because CrossFit is just work now. It's just associated with work. It's the same as being an athlete.
Yeah.
Like you do it because you love it. But as soon as you do something that you love to a professional level where it starts to become your job, there is a definitive change in how much you enjoy it.
Absolutely.
Even if you might still enjoy it, but you would probably enjoy it more if your livelihood didn't depend on it.
It's like, say, you could say like, in the beginning you have a crush on CrossFit. Yeah. When you're an athlete, you more love CrossFit, but the crush part is starting to fizzle out a little bit.
Yeah.
The more than
Mind training.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know how much carbs that is though?
More than I'm going to get because you didn't buy the right thing.
120 grams. You want me to give you this?
No, you have it, enjoy it.
No, I'm giving it to you.
Enjoy it. No, I don't want it, it's fine. No. You have it. And as you're drinking it, you could think, every sip you could think, man, fucking sabotage David's training. We have one serving, one of us is going to have one serving, and then the other one's not going to have any servings, and then for the next few days no one's going to have any servings because there's none left. No. So it might as well be better that we don't have any, and then we get more and then we both have it. Yeah. Or you could just have that one.
So what's it like being athletes and living together?
What's it like being an athlete and a father? And a coach?
Are you implying that you're the caretaker of the home?
No, not at all. I'm a caretaker, like maybe, I don't know, you know, when you're like a family member is severely ill, or maybe they're just disabled, you pay someone to come and take professional care of them.
It's like, in my place, Alsis is obviously taking care of everything. And I just say, but I'm the funny one. So.
What's your What's your thing? You're not funny. What's your thing? What's your thing?
You're laughing at me every day.
I think it's like laughing at versus laughing with. It's different though, isn't it?
No, it's still funny. It's still bringing funny to the house.
I think your thing is you look good.
She's vastly cuter than you, man. So she's got that.
But she's also now like she's wearing too many clothes. So I can't really benefit from that either. Just like
You're racking up points, David. You're racking up points.
I'm really good at buying things
Buying
for the house.
Yeah? Are you really good at buying things, Emma? Really? And what did you buy today? What did we have today?
No, we
Buying
have.
things like this, like our fructose. Yeah? Like oh wait, hold on a second. What does that say here, John? I believe that says dextrose.
I believe it does.
Interesting.
She's good at buying that.
Yeah.
She's good at buying things, just not the right things.
I'm good at giving you supplements.
Yeah, you are.
There's something. There's something.
That's your coffee there, by the way, John.
Oh, coffee time.
What?
Say that again. Say that again.
Yeah. Go on, say it again, Emma.
Say it again, Emma.
I'm bringing the money to the house.
Yeah. All the cash. All the cash, yeah.
The cash trap.
She's bringing all the money.
You're basically a
Big bucks.
stay-at-home father or dad?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's me. You
But
know what, in
I
fact...
also have a driving license,
Yeah.
which is.
Which makes her a great chauffeur when she sits in the passenger seat for 90% of the journeys. But you know what? You are the breadwinner, and for that reason, I don't really see a reason for me to work anymore. So I quit Relentless, John, because there's no point in me. Emma's the breadwinner.
This went horribly wrong.
Always waiting for Emma.
There we go. Can you do that again, Emma?
No, don't do it again. Just skip. Disgusting. Let me out, John. Let me out.
Yeah, you can pass.
Such weakness.
You guys are weird.
My buddy, wherever I go, here you go, my buddy, you can run for your life, wanna stick him out the window, my buddy, I lay your ass out, motherfucker, it's simple, stay in your place, I recommend, no say hello to my little friend. Everywhere I go, I gotta take it along, cause my boys get strong and they mad them all, they rock with me when I pass them all, and wait for me on the bench when I
I think the gate's open. I don't know if the gate's open. It's not worth the risk.
How do you feel, guys?
Oh, that was good. It's good fun.
Yeah.
And productive time.
Yeah.
And there's just lots of tools to use to get better.
look like you lack the ability to do anything.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
You go all in?
Almost.
How long does it typically take you to recover from something like this? You don't feel it anymore?
It's been just over soon 5 minutes now. And
Wow.
I'm tired, but I'm feeling okay.
Yeah.
It's not, I'm not dying.
Yeah.
See that, please?
I was writing C for cover. Cover. Yeah, but you can also be interpreted as a coach.
Ah, is it the cover on the bike? Is that what we're talking about? And that is scaling then?
Ah,
Is that how it works?
yeah, because it's easier.
It's easier, okay.
But
It limits the amount of, it makes it easier to put more calories out of the bike, that's what you're saying.
You can hold about, when we tested it, was it like 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 RPM for the same effort?
Really?
Yeah, I would even say maybe 2 to 4, because like it's such a big range. Like if you max out, I think you get more out of having the cover on,
Yeah.
rather than bike slower. So
But it's a significant difference.
yeah.
Really?
Like, yeah, you can, we did it like this.
Yeah.
We set two bikes up, same seat like you're setting,
Yeah.
and then go at like a moderate pace
Yeah.
on both. And it's significant, the difference. Qualifier that involved a salt bike. And man, every like modification and alteration of a salt bike was coming out. Like people finding assault bikes that were much easier.
Yeah.
They had the fan blades were slightly twisted so it creates less resistance. Cover was on.
Yeah.
Was it not European Championship?
They also did.
You guys did?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The machine.
yeah, they had like a machine marathon kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it was 3 different
As you
machines.
set up to cheat.
Man, it was row, ski, and assault bike for a certain distance, and it was like 25 to 30 minute window workout.
It was a long workout.
Yeah, qualifier,
Then
maybe
the
even
changes-
longer.
Then the changes are
Yeah.
much bigger.
I came like 17th in this workout,
And it's built for you basically.
and then I came second at the competition. Oh, what a surprise!
The conclusion is that people are really good at qualifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they've even done it one year where they did. Was it European Championships? They did it online. They did a qualifier. Then they used one of their qualifying workouts as the workout in the competition.
Yeah.
And
That's
the
brutal.
leaderboard was completely different. Got near to the end, and I needed to be faster.
It's been a rough day.
Long day.
Energy is hilariously different from when we drove drove here or drove to gymnastics.
Yeah.
Tell.
I think when people watch training, like Days in the Life,
Yeah.
they probably find it, if it's genuine,
Yeah.
I imagine that a lot of people find it quite underwhelming.
Yeah, because they find it, the idea is that it is glamorous.
Yeah, and everything's exciting and everything's fun and everything's like, ooh, cool, yay.
No.
When really it's
Hard work.
more just like, how do you get a big promotion after 2 years working at a company? Well, you turn up and you just do your job 9 till 5 every day.
Yeah.
Each individual day is probably not that exciting, but the consistency and the accumulation of all of those days adding up is what makes the difference.
Yeah, and what makes you rise to the top is the fact that you're willing to do things that are
Boring.
that all the others don't want to do. That is the separator. Because otherwise everybody would do it.
And what the other thing, and the thing there is that it's not what others don't want to do because it's tough, because it's hard work, and because it's like painful. It's actually the things that people don't want to do because they're boring.
Yeah. It's tedious.
Tedious, yes.
Yeah.